I mean, I had opportunity of getting to different venues, and it was, I think Oyo State came 7th that year. Yes, 7th, I think. And they had the largest media hall in recent time. That, you know, it was, they really prepared for it that time. I was involved, much more involved in it that time. I was part of the state delegation that year. It was a very wonderful competition. The opening ceremony at the Teslim Balogun Stadium, the opening ceremony was absolutely fantastic. The closing ceremony too, you know, Lagos now, Lagos for show.
Echo for show now. It was all about show.
But ever since, I mean, it's been wobbling.
It's been crazy.
Port Harcourt, 2011 too, they tried.
It's been crazy.
Yeah,
I think.
2012.
Well, as I said yesterday also on the show, everything is losing touch. Federations Cup. I mean, National Sports Festival. We used to have athletics meet in Nigeria. I mean, I remember when we discovered the Ezewa brothers.
Yeah, those Mobi and MPC.
Exactly. Yes, athletics meet.
There used to be a calendar for it.
Yes, all these things just died in Nigeria.
Lagos, Benin Classic, Lagos Classic.
God,
I mean, Port Harcourt Classics, Kaduna Classics. You know, you have it, and you have
like my people back in the day, every Saturday we say good old days. Good old days in Nigeria. Okay, let's live where it's not working. Let's live where it's working now. But this one seems not to be working for this man as well. His name is Don Carlo Ancelotti. I mean, the feelings and the feelers we are getting from Spain is after losing to Arsenal, trust. I was telling someone last night, I said trust Florentino Perez. He's going to be taking decision. And the feelers we are getting is that this man is at the verge of losing that job. And for now, it's not been totally said about, but there was a little meeting held a while ago. And what the feelers we're getting is that they are going to be having a replacement for Don Carlo, and who will be asked to step aside. He's done well. He's done his bit for the team. I mean, the second coming has been success all the way. So for now, Don Carlo at the verge of leaving Real Madrid. I mean, who will replace Don Carlo at Real Madrid?
Xabi Alonso. Most likely.
Is Xabi Alonso big enough?
To say that.
No, is Xabi Alonso big enough? You know, they are in crisis now.
There's a big question.
No, they are not in crisis.
You think so?
No, they are
for
not in
a team
crisis.
that is used to winning and they were beating over the way.
They are not in crisis.
Because this is not a team at the moment. What makes a team is that unity, that compactness. We didn't see that in them. It's not in there. It's not been in them for a while now.
Leverkusen.
I mean, I'm talking about
Real Madrid.
Real Madrid, okay.
And if you look at Xabi Alonso, he's not the kind of man that is fit enough to bring this caliber of players together. I'm going somewhere now. Okay, you're talking about Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, come again for you.
Okay, now
he's always coming for
to me now. Xabi has done very well in Leverkusen, but that is only one season for me. He's not been close to what he's done last season, this season. Get the player, he tells the player, you know what, this is what we need in the team, and we want you to do that. This is our new ambition, and we want you to be the one to channel that. We're channeling that through you. So when Mbappe come on board, that was what brought him in. Bellingham, all of these players, they came and they got iconic jersey, and they know they have to deliver. So what we saw against Arsenal in the first and second leg is just every player crying out to deliver. Somebody wants to be like the Cristiano Ronaldo of Real Madrid. Somebody wants to be like the Zinedine Zidane. So there's nobody playing unanimously to bring the team. They are not playing to unit. That is not there. If that was there, this team can score 6 goals comfortably against that Arsenal defense. There's nothing special against that defense.
I think Arsenal's defeat would still have come because they've been struggling all the while. It was just
let me attempt to dig into the problem of.
Babola, you still attack him.
I'm coming for him.
Let me attempt to dig into the problem of Real Madrid. One, Real Madrid, I feel, started having problem the time Brazilian national team started coming for
the coach.
Ancelotti. Remember, this thing have started like 2 seasons
2 years
ago.
now, yeah.
So, but he delayed it. But all along the line, the Brazilian national team will come out to say, oh, we've got Ancelotti, is our man, is coming in. You know, for a very long time, they refused to name a manager because they believe he's still coming. So getting distracted. Yeah. And now, eventually, he said he's going to leave at the end of the season, and Brazil too have confirmed him, meaning that he's no longer focusing on, you know, it is very, very obvious that he's getting distracted.
That's similar to what David said about Alonso now.
Yeah. I'm talking about Ancelotti now.
Yeah.
And for Real Madrid Real Madrid are known for Galacticos. So that's why they are called Les Galacticos. So, and I don't think they always is very, very clear. Nobody comes to Mbappe when it comes to Real Madrid. At the moment, nobody, not even Ben. I mean, delay is movement for PSG. They have to bring him in. They have to make a lot of concessions for him. But eventually, when it became clear that no, they are not going to hold on to him, and he had to leave. That's for a president of France to, I mean, to talk to him, to get involved into talking to him. That look, you are the biggest player in France. If you leave PSG now, it will affect the league. So don't go. It's easy money. Okay, take money, take this, take that, and they gave him concession. Even at the national team, it's part of why he was made the captain too. Don't forget. So if you have a player of this caliber and coming to Real Madrid, don't tell me there's another player competing to be the face of that club other than this guy. So the only thing I see is that the team, just the factor that pulled them together, which is their manager, is no longer distracted. He's distracted and he's not motivated.
There's no motivation, no unity.
He's not motivated.
Everything is just
again. He has won Champions League with AC Milan. He has won with Real Madrid. He has won league.
He should have left last season. I said he should have left last season. Last season
they should have allowed him to leave.
Last season on the high.
But Perez, you have a winning manager, won the league, won the Champions League. You will not want to leave him.
But it's going to be a big problem now because Ancelotti leaving, Alonso coming in might be a problem.
Not necessarily Alonso anyway.
No, I'm talking about what you said.
What I'm saying.
So David highlighted. Now Bobola.
I want to speak on.
Don't attack him too much.
They are attacking Bobola.
Let him come.
Underline the word attacking Bobola.
I want to speak on the fact that I still feel Xabi Alonso is the best fit.
You think so?
Yes, he's a club legend, Real Madrid legend.
You should not go and beg Zidane to come back.
No, I don't think so. I don't think he's interested. I don't think he's interested any longer. For Xabi Alonso, I mean, when you look at the way he started coaching, he coached Real Madrid, the under-14. I mean, that means he's been in the system. Fine, it was the younger team. He went to Real Sociedad before he took the Bayer Leverkusen job. And look at what he did, the wonders he did with this team. And what can you see in his career progress? He's been progressing. Ever since there, he's been progressing. And what Madrid needs now, they need a young coach. I mean, many people will say, oh, experience because of the likes of Mbappe, but they need a young manager that will give them that experience. And that was what I saw with the Bayern Leverkusen team. Right, last season, they did the unbeaten. It was quite funny. Oh, they lost the final to Atlanta, but I still saw that touch in them. They were brilliant. If you see the Bayern Leverkusen side. But if you compare it to Ancelotti is too static. 4-4-2, 4-4-2. You have this brilliance of Mbappe, Vini Jr., Rodrigo, Jude Bellingham, and we can't see that magic. But look at what Xabi Alonso is doing with Bayer Leverkusen. Look at what Boniface is doing, Florian Wirtz, as much as he doesn't start that much. Patrick Schick, all of these guys. I think that's
much sort of player that we have like this in Madrid.
No, there's always
What was in Madrid then were players that were like reaching their peak already. Not these young guys. What the struggle with these guys is that they are made already. And they've been made since.
It's about money, right?
They've been made already. Like they have the names already. They have the ego already. They don't want a player, a manager is going to tell them to sit around.
No. They will.
What Alonso is
not as bad as the way you are painting it. Real Madrid is not like it's not like one funny place where anybody does whatever he likes. There are still rules and regulations. The only thing we are talking here is ego, and I've not seen that player with serious ego like that of Luis Figo, like that of even Zidane himself, like that of Cristiano. I've not seen it in this present crop of players. I've not seen the ego of Roberto Carlos yet in Real Madrid at the moment. I've not seen those ego.
But I'm thinking if Real Madrid are looking at this and they are critically looking at their chances, they need to look at that side too. That how they need if you get to interview, you need to ask him, how do you manage this crop of players?
I think
because it's not the same from Bayer Leverkusen to Real Madrid. It's just not the same class of players.
Man management is one of the special things a coach should have.
Okay. Absolutely.
So I don't think any.
So what's the business in coaching if you cannot manage?
So when
you cannot manage this
and when you say man management, in this case now it's more complex than just man management. You are not managing the class of men you are managing in Bayer Leverkusen in Real Madrid.
I think the special thing you should be looking at Xabi Alonso's career is how he has progressed.
When you talk about, I think you're laying too much emphasis.
Very well.
You are saying too much about his progression.
We should also talk about.
Really
we should also talk about the fact that this guy. It's not as if these guys will just come and just talk at the coach or manager like that. For me, I think the only player that Real Madrid may not be able to sanction so seriously now is only Kylian Mbappe.
Yeah.
And he's still a level-headed player, so to say. For a player of that level, usually, if you look at it, usually, players are always have issues in ego, either from Asia, or South America.
Yeah.
Usually, you are able to manage the ego of European players, even when at the peak of Figo's craziness. I mean, we know why Zidane was who he was, because he has, North African background,
okay.
Which will also always reflect in the French, Franco-African players like that. So it's not as if these guys are, so how many of them have won World Cup? How many?
It's just Mbappe now.
Just Mbappe.
So special.
They are majorly they are just
Mbappe,
club legend, not football legend, so to say, because they've not produced all-round performance.
They are young players.
But then I just want to also not.
So I don't know where the ego is coming from.
I get the fact that man management could help, but also at the same time, they need to look at Xabi Alonso in this current season. He's not been brilliant. Because you are saying as if
you are expecting too much from him.
Not so much.
He's currently second.
Maybe I should remind David. Sometimes
Daniel.
See what they are writing.
I'll paste it on my head.
See what they are writing. David. Sorry, Daniel. You guys are confusing me. We'll take your comments very shortly. Now, maybe I should remind you, Dave. There's one. Daniel, you seen again. One thing is this. There are times you think a coach is not doing well in Club A. He now goes to Club B and does magic. You and I discuss. Don't bring Maresca here.
We don't even want to talk about that one.
Don't bring Maresca. Don't let David attack you with Maresca.
Because Chelsea announced.
You and I discussed. You and I discussed the Forest man, the Nottingham Forest coach, Nuno Espirito.
Yeah.
How he was sacked here.
But that's Nottingham Forest.
Was sacked here.
You don't go to Real Madrid to do chance.
No,
you got to be sure of what you can do.
It's still football they play there.
Even this guy, Santos, will do well with Real Madrid. I'm telling you, Unai Emery will do well with Real Madrid.
Espirito in the spirit. The man has spirit. Okay, all right. We're seeing the comment. I'm seeing some reactions to what some of our people are saying. Especially, someone was reacting to Sports Marshal. Don't worry, we'll take that very shortly. We have some games that will be going down tonight in the quarterfinals of the Conference League. Of course, Europa League. As we speak right now, Fiorentina and of course MK Carge. The match has started. It is 1-0. And of course, I've said it from day one, it's Fiorentina and Chelsea in the final, whether you like it or not. Of course, so it is 1-0 in favor of Fiorentina, while the other team, are playing Real Betis, talking about Gaciolina. It is goalless as we speak. Chelsea will be playing Legia Warsaw later at 8 p.m., as well as Rapid Vienna taking on Jogadin at 8 p.m. as well. That's for Conference League. Now in the Europa League, Athletic Club will be taking on Rangers. All these matches are for 8 p.m. Yep. And Eintracht Frankfurt will take on Tottenham Hotspur. Yeah, they are not doing well in the league, but they are progressing in the Europa League. I'm talking about Tottenham Hotspur.
They are limping.
They are limping, right? Somehow. Lazio will be taking on Bodo Glimt. And of course, Manchester United. When you want to call them,
they can't say that thick voice can be there again.
Manchester
United. Because the team is better than
2-2 it ended against Lyon, and of course that match is still crazy because of Onana. Onana giving
and he's starting already.
Yeah, Onana will start again now. They rested him the other time.
His replacement was Passa.
See his brother is here.
He's most.
Babola is his brother. They look
The
you know, I told you.
is something.
I told you look
We
alike.
don't look alike.
Why?
You don't look alike.
We don't look
Is it
alike.
because he's
I think
fumbling?
you look like Mbappe. You look like Mbappe.
Abba. No.
Saka.
That's far.
I think those are good players.
Say
Right?
that.
Saka is fine.
Okay, Saka is
The guy is
fine.
fine
like
because the guy is winning.
We're both dark and very.
He's a nana already.
Banana is red.
Okay.
All right, for the game, I think it's going to be a tough one. And Manchester United, what I realized from them is, as much as they are doing badly in the league, they have this Europa League form, so to say, because, I mean, if you look at their progression in the Europa League, it's been fantastic. And Lyon, they had a 2-2 draw. And now they will be playing at Old Trafford. I mean, they've been fumbling at Old Trafford. Not going to lie about
That's
that.
my
I
worry.
was thinking you want to.
No, not going to lie
That's
about
my
that.
worry.
But I mean, they know what's at stake. You know one thing about the manager, he understands what's at stake right now. He knows if he gets to the final of the Europa League, wins it. I mean, he might qualify. Definitely will qualify for the Champions League, and the whole drama with United, the whole drama with Onana will reduce a bit because United will be playing it in the Champions League if they get to win it. So I think it should be an easy win for United, honestly.
Easy win. Of course, looking at what we saw, now Nana again on the lineup. I hope he will not be jittery because he's going.
When is that one? When he said easy win.
That one no be.
No, I know what I know. They were coming
I
there.
don't know if Farouk they make me laugh. He said sports festival called Sports Sister. This guy
is not well.
Catch you.
He's not well at all.
For your
You know,
head.
my fear for Man U, they are playing at Old Trafford, and you know, their fans might go against them
Well,
because they are playing at home.
well, I think they've been very good in Europe this season, unbeaten, the only team in Europa League, of course, and Champions League. They are in the right place. I think they know how to struggle. They know how to.
Your team have not been beaten as well.
Yeah, but Conference League is like the third tier. You don't want to
I
raise so
love,
much
I love
alarm
the
on
fact
them.
that you just mentioned that. I love that.
No, like I don't.
Because I
you know,
don't remember me watching the Conference League. I don't feel like it exists.
Why
Actually,
you don't feel like
actually, if you think you have a lot of ego or anything, ours is twice as big as yours.
How?
Because you're talking about Europa League as if that's your standard.
Fine.
And I am not
How?
So that
and
they
I'm
can-
not mentioning the Conference League at
Talk about the
all.
Premier
So I
League,
didn't
talk about
expect
the
that.
Champions League.
No, like I wasn't actually.
You guys are
Maybe we
I
stand
was
now.
the one
Maybe
degrading
we
it.
guys continue.
I wouldn't have said a word.
You guys are making
I wouldn't have said a word, but I was
We're
degrading
going to
it.
turn this into
And
the
it was going further
gladiators.
to still degrade as if I'm hailing it, because if I'm in the Europa League, I won't also be, hailing the Europa League as if it's something.
But it's much better than the Conference League.
If Arsenal,
Just
what?
admit that.
You want me and you to be talking about Europa League? Come on, that's shameful. Manchester United, I mean, Liverpool is playing Champions League. I'll be debating Europa League and Conference League. They are both second tier.
I love what I'm saying.
it's not
These guys, good,
It's not
good,
there.
good guys.
So for me,
Where's Nick? Get them water. Let them cool their temper.
I think tonight, I think tonight what we will just see tonight is they will deliver. They will deliver because that's their last chance.
Okay,
If
they
at
will
all they
deliver.
will smell Europe next season.
They will deliver.
That's the only thing that will also keep their manager
Okay.
at the job. And for Onana tonight, he's going to be calling people in Cameroon that, oh yeah, go do all the voodoo you can do.
Yeah.
I must not,
Because if you see, I think that guy is under a spell or something.
it must be
Because
because
sometimes
it
the way he
happened
does
to
something-
Mendy in Chelsea. Mendy came and then he
The
stole
only
the keeper
spell is that they are spelling his name.
wrongly, maybe. so he's affecting him one way or the
They are only
other.
spelling his name.
Okay, let's go to your comments now. Let's go to your comments.
Okay. Nureni Farouk says Sports Festival called Sports Sister name.
President need to arrest you.
In fact,
good.
come and report yourself.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Jola show Ariyo Henry about the prediction segment. Let us know about it. Okay. Jola show Ariyo Henry love emoji. Abide Desire or Desire or whatever.
Desire.
Carlo
Yeah, said-
Ancelotti is old for the job. Jola show Ariyo Henry says Real Madrid were posting about remontada before
He
the
has come
game,
again.
but
Here
it
we go.
was the Clatanda that we saw at the Bernabeu last night.
Okay, now.
Congratulations to Arsenal once again. Real Madrid should have sacked him immediately after the game. Enjoy.
You don't do that.
Ah,
You don't
old
do
man.
that to. You don't do
Old
that
man.
to.
Don
to a
Carlo.
serial winner.
Do you know who
Jola
was
Ariyo Henry says,
Thank
let
you,
us
Don
know
Carlo.
who won the Champions League prediction Wednesday and
Nobody won.
Nobody come close.
Nobody won. None of you have been.
Ancelotti is overrated. Nureni Farouk says Xabi Alonso is not experienced enough for Madrid job. Shey you go hard experience for that. Okay, and Nureni Farouk also is replying to Jola Show Ariyo say me and you won the prediction. I think he dey whine you.
They whine am.
Send us the screenshot.
He's just being sarcastic. He's being
Pelumi
sarcastic.
Martins, I'm one of those that won yesterday prediction.
What did you
won
predict?
prediction, yeah. What did you predict?
What did you predict?
Just send your screenshot.
Daniel.
Sports Marshal, you are wrong. Vinny Junior has high profile as Mbappe.
That's the one
too.
I saw that I said.
Okay, for where? Make it go prove am for Brazil.
It's actually been troublesome for them, so they won't want to
Nureni Farouk says Sports Marshal Vinny Junior too is not small. We know Kere no aye, we not try, but Mbappe will learn under him in Real Madrid.
It's not like that. A World Cup winner
Mbappe
doesn't
only
learn
did
under
well
that.
in Farmers League. He
Hey,
won PSG.
well, I think
And
that's
don't
World
forget
Cup.
he did well at the champion. I mean, World Cup.
At the World Cup
Twice.
now.
Hat-trick.
Yes, and he's also the captain
yes,
of
now.
the French national team. Xabi Alonso is too small for Real Madrid. You can't compare Madrid with Bayern Leverkusen. So says Desiree. Pelumi is saying, I won prediction yesterday. This one will be.
Which one you want prediction?
Send us a screenshot.
Okay, Abidemi
Because
Desire says, Sports Marshal,
Pelumi
stop
from
hyping Kylian Mbappe again. Xavi can do well in Real Madrid. He's
Okay.
small for the job. He can only do well in team like Chelsea. That's what
Haba, Daniel, did you hear that?
That's Kehinde Oluwasegun.
Kehinde,
Ibu
why?
ara nìyẹn o.
Ibu ara ni now. When we have Daniel here.
I didn't get that comment.
Okay, you didn't hear it,
I
right?
think seriously. So
Let me read it again.
Okay.
Xavi can do well in Real. Can't do well in Real.
Why are you
Madrid.
reading? You are rubbing it
He's
in.
small
Okay,
for
he
the
can
job.
only
He
do
can
well
only
in
do well
Chelsea.
in team like Chelsea. Read
well,
my
it's very
lips.
hard to
Read my lips.
it's very hard to
Chelsea.
reply when you don't know
Chelsea.
exactly who is speaking.
Okay.
So if I know where he's
Kehinde
standing,
Oluwasegun.
Arsenal. I mean, he's an Arsenal Liverpool.
If it were to be Bobola that is speaking, you know what to say.
I know the size to
You
measure.
don't decide to.
to measure for him. So he's.
I love this one. I love the way it's going down. Okay, that's the way it is. All right. You know, when we're having fun here, time is just it will be like someone is pushing. I don't know whether Nick is adjusting this clock.
I've been at Marcus.
I just looked at Marcos. Okay, maybe Marcos. Yes, because
Which
it's
name
also
did
tough.
Bojuri call him again today?
That's why I asked this in the morning now. Bojuri call.
We can't do
Yes,
that. I don't know how
ask
she managed to do that.
that. Bojuri is crazy. I'm telling you, the name she's been calling Marcos.
And Marcos is always smiling whenever he gives that.
He said Morocco. Morocco. Yesterday she said Morocco, and I was like, wait, Morocco for God's sake. I'm telling you. Okay, all right. Follow the games, and of course, follow us here on all socials. The Melody 100.7 FM on Facebook, of course, on Instagram, YouTube, and of course on X is at Melody 107 FM, and of course on TikTok at _ Melody 107 FM, and that's how we roll. Okay, so you know when you follow us, always let us know where you're listening to us from, what you're enjoying about the show, about Melody, of course, and about everything we do. We're wrapping up this segment of the
And I
show.
know plenty for class today. Make it not be like that
Yesterday we had
tomorrow.
65 comments. I mean, how many of the comments in total today? Let's see.
49.
49.
Why? That's where we
They are
had
not
65
beating the
Drop.
yesterday.
Drastic drop.
I'm
Okay.
sure you guys are protesting Arsenal's victory. No?
Why now? If you love Arsenal now.
And incidentally, only few of them mention Arsenal. Yeah.
They didn't even talk about Arsenal.
even
Maybe you're right too.
That's
I
one
think the Arsenal haters
like
inside
I
that
said it the
people
other
like say
time.
they protest
What made
Arsenal.
Arsenal relevant recently is the Madrid. You know, it's like they are like remoral fish.
You
with
have
with
come
the
again,
shark.
this guy.
So
This
now
guy,
the game is over. They have to go back to their default.
Chai.
So
So it was Real Madrid that made them
It
to
was
talk
Real Madrid.
about
I mean, PSG won't give them the same publicity. Won't give them the same.
Why are you like this?
It's not like this.
About Arsenal.
If not for Chelsea, Arsenal won't be in the picture.
Hey.
Even in England.
Yesterday you were all about
Real
Arsenal
Madrid.
will lose,
And I came out this morning to say
and now
they
you're
did well.
changing about.
I mean, not changing
Just
my.
pick a stand and appreciate Arsenal, please.
I did this morning, but I can't appreciate them all day long because I know them.
Wait, why do you? There's so much hate in your blood
It's
about
not
Arsenal.
hate. There's nothing to love about them.
Hi.
You don't associate yourself too much with the failure. I mean, Arsenal fans should know that.
This is
Like seriously.
Sports Marshal is also.
Let's wait for next season again. That's what will happen by the time they are kicked out.
Like
of the
Netflix,
Champions
right?
I have
Like
a
Netflix.
feeling too that they've won their trophy.
Last night, right?
Yes.
That is it.
So winning that game is the trophy.
It's a trophy.
In a trophy.
They said it themselves. It says an historic.
honestly-
How can you call it an historic night?
That's
The
what-
mediocrity of that club is
It's historic
right
now.
down past.
No, it's historic because they won home and they win.
Because they
historic
defeated-
what?
Real Madrid.
Defeating a team that come with 11 players as well. What's special there?
Daniel, take it easy. What's wrong?
They should have just said, what a night.
Did they collect?
What is historic?
Did any Arsenal guy collect?
If you use the word historic for winning a match, what will you call it?
Wait. I want to ask you a question.
Semi-final.
Did any Arsenal fan collect your girlfriend?
No, sir.
No, my girlfriend will not join Arsenal fan. That will not let her survive.
Finest. Imagine, not true. If you use historic night for quarter final,
what would you use?
What will you use
for semi-final and then final?
Or final.
Historic. Maybe they didn't understand. Let's begin to wrap up.
I think it will be systolic.
Let's wrap up this segment. Thank you so much for being in class. We appreciate all of your comments, and of course, keep them coming. Tomorrow, thank God, it's Friday edition will be coming. We have something for you special tomorrow. All right. So tell somebody to tell somebody. It's getting bigger, as I said
and
last week.
The Oracle is coming tomorrow.
Yeah, the Oracle is coming.
They say people are not many in class again because of Daniel ignoring us.
You're still protesting that? Don't worry.
I said I'm sorry.
Okay, on behalf of Daniel and
Bobola,
I apologize. Or you want me to play a song for you for that? I said that yesterday now. I apologize.
All right. Up Gunners. For the Gunners. Up United. Up Liverpool.
All right. Okay, and thanks. Bobola, let's wrap it up.
All right, I think I really enjoyed this program. I really want us to always give the best. I mean, when it comes to this program,
that's what
it's
it is.
So nice to be here, honestly. Thank you, Daniel. Thank you, Sport Marshal, and also.
Why are you thanking Daniel?
And I wish for giving me the phone today. I mean,
okay, so let me wish you all the best.
I'm not going to. I'm not going to shake you.
I'm wishing you the best.
I'm not going to shake him
now.
I only just thank you.
The spirit of sportsmanship should be there.
We are not friends on the show, and you have to accept that.
Even when they finish playing, they will still shake hands.
Yes,
we are not friends on this show. I'm not going to do that.
Kickboxing.
I mean,
let me just
wish you a good luck.
You
need a good luck tonight, so let me wish you that against Leon.
Okay. Sports Marshal.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Massive.
That's what's up. Where's the suya?
Mala don't. See, the time you want to say that suya, that was when Arsenal got their second.
Oh my God!
Just carry
all right, Dan.
Thank you so much.
Okay, the name is.
Money don't expire.
The finance is here. Keep it locked. At the other side, we have entertainment. What's happening in entertainment? Keep it locked. We'll still be here for you. This is Melody. No one comes close, and this is the home of entertainment.
Melody FM 100.7. Melody FM 100.7. From Melody 100.7 FM, Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. The time is 7 p.m. I love this station. Melody 100.7 FM. Melody FM 100.7. Newest radio station is 100.7. What's the big difference? We play anything like this. Even this. A bigger variety with the biggest music library. 100.7. We play anything. Let's do it. Reset one of your presets for your hit music now. 100.7.
This is C-Drill, aka CEO. Check it out. It's the C to the E to the O. We DJ Petey. Oh, you know how we go. Exposing fakes like Underwood videos. This Black Wall, I do it for my people. Yo, this is C-Drill, aka CO, hanging out with DJ Pretty. Don't touch that down.
Everything is different since you let me know. I cannot pretend, but I gotta try my